You are looking live at Math Makes Money. I'm Robot Rob, and we are going to be trading with $2.5 million of AI robot trades today. But most importantly, we get to do it with the smartest trader I've ever met, smarter than an AI robot, Nick Battista. How are you, sir, today?
I don't know about that, but thank you. I appreciate the kind words, Rob. I'm good. It was a good day. I mean, the NVIDIA earnings were great. That was good for me.
That young lady was singing a song. Sorry to interrupt you. Go.
Oh, I know that. I know she's a happy gal today. She was saying she's high watermark today, so that's a good day.
High water mark. That's right. I told you, whatever you do, Nick, don't say that she hit the high water mark and boom, we're in 15 seconds. But yeah,
I wanted to give her
people
props.
to know that. She would like people to know that, but look at there's Vera and Phil. But she, she's killing it as always. I mean, Maria is a great trader. Women are a better trader than men. They got a lot of patience, and I can prove it at any wedding you ever go to. Ask any woman what her plans are. Ask the man what his plans are. His plans end about 4 a.m, and her plans end 40 years from today. So, all right, what are we doing today? We were down 30 grand a minute ago. We are down $11,000. Not too shabby. Yesterday, we were down 40-ish or something like that. I had one of my buddies in New York, a hedge fund manager, called me and said, wow, worst day we've had in like a year. I said, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. We were down less than 2%. And he said, really? I go, yeah, it's great. It's fine. He goes, oh, well, we eased up on it because
it still doesn't feel good.
So bad. And I said, it doesn't bother me. He said a classic thing to me. We eased up on zero DTs because last month was so bad. I said, man, I'm telling you, I've been in the casino for years. I've seen it 1,000 times. People are playing $100 hands. They lose, and they say, oh, I better be more conservative. And so they bet $50 hands. So when they're losing, they're betting hundreds. And when they're going up, they're betting 50s. And it just doesn't work. The math doesn't work. It is true. It's not just a saying we have around here. It really is the math makes money. And you back test it and say, well, when I lose, should I size down? No, you shouldn't. And I'm not going to say names, but I had a person who's very famous, very, very famous in the zero DTE world call me the other day at the end of July and say, Rob, you and Nick are really getting to be big now and influencing people, and you should tell people not to be trading MEICs or to really pull back. And I said, okay, well, I'll back test that and think about it. But, and they pulled back. And they are regretting it. And now they've reached out to me and said, I've been watching your show.
We've had a good months. It's been it hasn't been a great month. It has been good so far. There's still, today, tomorrow, and then Monday. But,
you kill me. We're up 100 grand.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Is it that much? I thought we were below 100.
No, 100. Well, it depends on how you count. If you the $1 million count is up like 93. All of the count together is up 100. But okay, 93, whatever. It's
a couple of bad days in a row. That's part of the
error of reason. It's error of recency. It's the one I've talked about it 1,000 times. Do not look at your account. If you look at your account and you go 50-50, you're going to go insane. Because woulda, coulda, and shoulda, and fear, uncertainty, and doubt are going to sit on your shoulders, and they're going to say you could have done better. And I'm telling you, you couldn't have done better. You did great. You guys that are worried about this stuff, you need a community of like-minded traders. You come here and you trade with me. I'm going to make it fun, and I'm going to help you get through this. Down days are expected. I only win. People say, oh, you got making so much money. How do you do it? I said, I only win 53% of the time. I lose 47%. You never lose. I always lose. There hasn't been, Nick, there's never been a day, not one day where I traded with the robot where I won every trade. Not one. Not one. I always lose. I'm the biggest loser. I probably lost more zero DTE trades than anybody, but I've also won a few. So it pays off, but it's the error of recency is so many times I've told Maria, man, we're having a crappy week. And she'll be like, no, you're way up for this week, for the month. I'm like, what? Yeah, we're up $1.3 million in 10 months. I mean, I'm gonna give you a good example. Yeah. If you went at the beginning of the month and I said, all right, on the 27th of June, we'll be up 90 grand. Make it 90.
You don't care how you get there.
You don't care. And you'd say, done. All right, done. I say, done. Okay. Now I say, we lost $1 million the first day. Now we're up 93. How you feel? Great. All right. Now we won $1 million the first day. Now we're up 93. How do you feel? Terrible.
Yes. That's the error of recency.
Error of recency. It's the same. All three are the same. See how I do this? All three are the same thing. And how you feel, right? How you feel. Yeah. It is all p-back. The problem exists between the chair and the keyboard. Let me say it again. P-back. The problem exists between the chair and the keyboard. Don't you stick with me. We are going to get through this. We're going to have so much fun. We're going to make some money. It's going to to be Sour Simon says, my attorney, I can't say that.
You don't need to do that yet.
I'm not guaranteeing it. No, I'm not doing anything. I'm just saying, you stick with me. If you don't have a real system, if you don't trust yourself, if you don't feel like you're in control, you stick with me. You don't have to force trades. You don't have to worry about entering too early or trading emotionally. Just trade with math, trade with robots. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. You just got to be consistent.
Let's talk a little bit about the markets here, and then we'll get back to your zero-day trading. You got E-minis up 42, near the higher end of where they've been trading today. We got about 77.50 was kind of the high of the session here. We spent most of the day here. It's about 77.30. NASDAQ up 300 and change. You got the Dow up 70. You got the Russell up 10. You've got oil catching a bid here up to 83.92. We bounced off of 80, trading up about 2%. Volatility futures at 1670. It's the low of the session. The VIX itself at 1455. It's saying nothing to worry about. You have all the Jackson Hole talk. I know that tomorrow Kevin Warsh speaks in the middle of the day, so I'm sure that you might have some whippiness there. But for all intents and purposes, the market is saying all quiet right now. It's pretty interesting, despite the narrative that I think is most prevalent in my sphere of reach. It seems like everybody is super bearish, yet volatility is basically at the lows.
All I heard was Kevin Warsh, and I used to tell people in college that my mom would wash my clothes, and they made fun of me. And now I get even because it turns out wash is an important word. Back then, they thought it was funny that there's no R in wash. That's what we always called it, wash. So we washed our clothes. So Kevin Warsh is going to wash all these concerns away of everybody over the Jackson Hole weekend. If you read Maria's newsletter, it's a very interesting tidbit. Those are the little brown ones in there. A very interesting tidbit about how Paul Volcker, when he was the chairman of the Fed, and why they started the Jackson Hole thing. It's pretty cool thing. And then we saw Hetty Green this morning.
Yes.
Hetty Green sighting. If you're wondering why charts are red and green on the up candles, you can read the newsletter and find out all about Hetty Green and figure out why those candles are so green. Let's just Nick, we were down 30 grand.
Don't talk. Grand. Don't you count your chickens.
By the way, there's a perfect example of error of recency. If we had been up 50 grand and now we're down 9, I'd say, oh, we're down 9. If we were down 30 and now we're down 9, I'm like, yeah, we're only down 9. I'm loving it. it. And look, new positions. Look at that. Phil just keeps trading. You know,
go to the all accounts. Go to the all accounts just to kind of. You just click on the chart there. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Just to kind of look at this. A lot of the time you get asked, or I get asked, what does the day-to-day look like? And the beginning portion of the day, and for most of the day, let's say up until about 2 p.m., we had that one little slide to the downside, and even the half of the slide really didn't do much for the P&L. But for most of the day, you chop around in kind of a nothing range in terms of your P&L, overall P&L. It's not a huge swing until you get to like the last hour. The last hour is really when a lot of the stuff starts to really come in. Volatility contracts. Time comes off the table, that value. So this is pretty typical for a normal day here in terms of just how the P&L charts look. You had a little bit of a slide there down, half a percent or so, 0.6%. But this was a pretty typical day. You can see you got stopped out of 10 or 15% of them. Maybe 20%. The rest are still on.
And Trade Steward did our stop losses that we built here. They killed it today because what happened was it pierced through the stop loss. Our algorithm said, okay, easy. Let's not panic. Let's just give this a couple of more ticks. Let's check it again. Okay, it failed again. That's 2. Let's go again. Oh, now it's 2 and 1. 2 failures, 1 good. Let's go again. It's 2 and 2. We go the 5th time. It's 2 and 3. Let's leave this trade on. And what do you know? That trade came back, and it turned a loser into a winner. That was a $300 trade on one side, right? It was a 6 lot. That was $1,800. And Nick, when you turn an $1,800 loser into an $1,800 winner, is
quite the swing.
That's some cheese, my friend. That is some cheese. And if you're trading with Trade Steward and you don't see this logo down here, good luck. Well, you just got you have a great version of Trade Steward, but just don't have our version.
Yes.
And you know what else, Nick, that I find fascinating here? Okay, so I get a call from my AC guy. Hey, Rob, I've been watching you and Nick. Like, what? Yeah. Because he wanted, he's calling to see if he gives me a new AC about once a month. And I'm saying, yeah. What are you talking about? He says, I'm trading the $30,000 account. I said, what? He goes, yeah, I follow you trade for trade. I follow you trade for trade. I go, oh, that's right. He goes, yeah. My stepson, he signed up for your Math Makes Money trading team. And so, he's trading a $100,000 account and he gave me the $30,000 trade. I said, he says, no, okay. But what are you going to do? So at any rate, he's trading the 30,000s, and so he's going to be happy as a camper today, making 562. Game's not over, but
game's not over, and it is interesting just to kind of talk more about the 0-day trading. The smaller sized accounts tend to deviate the most, and by smaller I mean like the 30,000 that we do. If you were trading in like a 50 or a 75,000, it's probably more in line with that 30K versus the 100 to 200 to $1 million account that are much more in line with each other. And that's because of obviously the limited amount of trades that you can put on. And so, you tend to have bigger premiums, tighter wings. The deviation of your P&L is wider because of that. You have less occurrences, bigger positions, lower probability theoretically. And so that deviation is much wider. So you have bigger swings in both directions. And that's really, it's a good thing when it's working for you and it's a bad thing when it's not working, right? It means that, you have to understand that it's going to be a bigger swing. The $1 million account, very consistent. You have some bad and really good days. And then most of the time it's very chugging along.
It's smooth. It's very smooth. They're not side by side, but you get the idea. I mean, look at this peaks and valleys. And this one, it's just much smoother. The peaks are not as great. The valleys are not as deep. And it's because here you're putting on, whatever it is, 150 trades, 120 trades. And of the 218 we're putting on today. And on this one, you're putting on only 7,600 trades in 215 days. Hey, you guys in the chat room, tell me how many that is, right? What's 76.52 divided by 215? It's a lot of trades. It's a lot. It's a broker's dream come true. The broker's got to be loving us. That's You'd think that you pay $100,000 in fees in 10 months, you get a call from somebody saying, "Hey, we're going to send you a pizza or something from Chicago." You get nothing. I get nothing.
Sad.
It's sad. I get nothing. They'll send me a t-shirt. The only person that ever sent me stuff was you.
I know.
That was the first time you guys were switching. I told Maria, they're switching names. I bet you they got a bunch of junk hanging around there they want to get rid of. I bet I get it for free. So what are you going to do with it? I said, why not?
Yeah, why not? Come on.
I said a thing. I said, this Nick kid, I got his email. I'll just send. Not only that, I said, I bet you his email is Nick at whatever. I said, I can't believe this kid wrote back to me. He's going to send us a few things. I think he sent me like 5 boxes, giant boxes of swag. And Maria goes, I can't believe you sent all this stuff. I said, I'm telling you right now. Somebody said, how much should we send him? And Nick said, send it all. Get it out of here. Get it out of this office. Or Tori did it, I guess.
It was a team effort, Rob.
It was a team effort.
Yeah, they said, we took care of our peeps.
What'd you have to pay to get rid of all this crap? He's like, oh, nothing. I got some dope over in Florida. I sent it all down there.
No. I was fine. I could do that discretionary. When Tom had his the book, when we were giving out the Unlucky Investor's Guide to Option Trading, the book, we paid for all the shipping.
Yeah.
And that was a fortune. It was literally a fortune that we spent on that. And we had a warehouse of like, he ordered, of course, he's like, oh, this is going to be the most popular option book in the world. So we had a warehouse with like, 200,000 copies that we had printed as soon as it released. And I think we were able to give out like a quarter of them, if not less. And we have been paying for that storage for 5 years. It was just,
I have 5 of those. I have 5 of them.
Well, that's why at every event we were like, oh yeah, take 2, give one to a friend. No problem.
I've been giving away for Christmas.
We used to leave them. We used to leave them at the events and we'd be like, yeah, can you just leave these out at like the next event and just, because we didn't want to ship them back.
I have those books and I had that. I'll tell you the true story. I had that book turned to page 264 on my desk at all times. That was the one page that I thought was really good.
Okay.
And when I think it was,
it's a great book.
It's a great book.
I am not poo-pooing the book. It is good.
No. And Frankie Walsh, who runs the chat room I think he still does. He did for years. He met me and Maria out there, and he said, "Are you going to get your picture with Tom?" I said, "Yeah, but we really want to do it with Julia because we wrote the book." And he starts laughing. And he goes, "Yeah. You say that." I said, "Say what?" Say she wrote the book with Tom standing there.
Yeah. Well, Tom had to put his name on it, so he wrote the foreword. I think it's a 1-page.
And I said, "Oh, this is Julia. She wrote the book, and this is Tom. He's the one that read the book."
Yeah.
he didn't think it was as funny as I did, but he was a good sport about it. He was a good, really super nice guy. Both of them much taller than I thought. Much taller than I thought.
All of the tasty personalities are quite tall.
Yeah.
No shorties.
And no disrespect to you and to your father and to Tom and all that. By far, the most fun person, probably one of the most fun people I've ever met in my life. Talented singer, great comedian, Vanetta.
She is a lot of fun.
Wow. I mean, wow. And I can say, pick out the desk of Vanetta. You see a gazillion desks. One of them is like blinking pink. Flowers all
Grumpy throwing Dr. Jim under the bus. Yes, Jim is short.
Dr. Jim is short. I never met him in real life. He lives over in Tampa. I never met him in real life.
Yeah. In aggregate, the Tasty crew was probably right at 6 foot is probably our average.
It was tall. It was a lot of tall people.
Yes.
A lot of tall people. Yes. I'll tell you another person that went out of her way to help us was Beth. She was like, Beth we just showed up.
We miss Beth.
Beth comes running out there like, I felt weird at first. It's like, hello, I said, Rob, Maria, oh my God, it's so blah, 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 blah. And she was spectacular, right? She was spectacular. Yeah. And just funny, just quick stories. Like Tom and Tony are in the studio, and Beth says over the thing, Rob and Maria are here. Come out and see them. And Tom's like, no, I don't have time. She goes, stand up and come out here. He stood up. He comes out here.
She was our handler. Beth was our handler.
Yeah. Oh, she was. And she goes, now we're going to take pictures. And you know what I did, Nick, is I said, I am not taking a picture in the studio with these two guys without Beth being in the picture. She lit up like a Christmas tree. She lit up, and that was great. One of the best pictures I ever have. It was wonderful. It's wonderful.
Hey, let's take a look at your portfolio. Just a little.
Sorry, this is a trading show. Let's trade.
Yeah.
Don't look. Don't tell me. Don't tell me how we're doing.
I don't want to tell you. I don't want you counting chickens.
All right. Very good. So.
Let's go to the Tasty platform. I want to see where your positions are, just so we can kind of look at.
See where things are. By the way, are you looking for my Crazy Ivans? You better go over here and look at the payday, because that was payday, my friend. Thank you very much for that.
Yes, it helped. It helped on. It's one of those. It is. I was actually talking to a group today about like tail hedges, and I know Mark Anderson does kind of like incorporates long premium on some sort of duration. One of the ways that we, not inadvertently, but because of the construction of our portfolio, we sort of have an upside hedge in that we are trading those leveraged long positions via the NQ puts. So we have that kind of baked in. What we don't have is the downside hedge, which is something that I'm trying to start thinking about. I'm starting to think about it a little bit, Rob.
Yeah.
Especially on the fund side. I don't know if it's something we do with SPX or with NQ, but I'm thinking maybe like, diagonal spreads or big wide butterflies, something like that could probably help us a little bit to flatten out some of the risk on either side. Are you okay? You okay, Rob?
Yeah, come here. Come on. Hup. Come here. Trying to get Maria to jump on my lap. Come on. Hup.
Oh, no, that's not Maria.
There we go. Can you see her?
Barbie.
There's a Barbie sighting. A Barbie sighting. We know there's trouble afoot. She must have gotten in trouble. I bet the vacuum cleaner came out, or Maria's fickled finger of fate came out. You don't want to mess with the fickled finger. Who in the chat room is old enough to remember the fickled finger of fate? The fickled finger of fate. So let's see who in the chat room can remember what show that was. You go lay down. And so we're going to see. She's always trying to get a little airtime, that dog. The fickled finger of fate. And so if you're
let's go to your SPX position just to see where you're at here. Just to go to the trade page there. Yeah. SPX. Yeah, go to the SPX. Yeah, the NASDAQ here. You got all your.
It's been a busy look. I never look at these things. Maria said, look at this, look at that, look at this, look at this. She was ding-donging and selling like crazy this morning, closing out positions. What do we got left? So these are all about $300 each. 2, 27, 4, 3, 11, 6, 5, 15, quite a few of them left. 2 and 27, 6 over on the call side, not as many. We want this baby to land about 77.20, wouldn't be all terrible.
Yeah, you're right. You're right on the dance floor here. I mean, this is, when you look at your positions, you could tell, you got stopped on quite a few of the call sides. I mean, that's where you're kind of
it's been nothing but up.
Lesser weighted. Yeah. And the market has gone up from the open here. So very typical, but wrapped right around at the money. I mean, that's always how it's going to be. We've talked about it before. Your total position as you get to the end of the day is a big wide butterfly. And so, when nothing happens at the end of the day, you're in Fat City.
You think I should take off $60 here? Why not? Right? What do I don't need these.
Sure.
Why do I need them? Well,
yeah.
I only got 27 of them. Wait a second. I only got 17. How's that? There must be some down here. Oh, there it is. There's a bunch more. Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and we'll get 6 times 5. We get $30. Buy ourselves off. There it is. We buy ourselves the trading show. We're doing some trading.
Yeah.
How about that?
Taking a nickel. You got one of 6.
What?
Yeah, they were dirty dogs. Your size.
You know what? They did the wrong one. Let's do that. Cancel. Boom. All right. You want now? Look at that. What?
You can't. Yeah, you got to leave it. You can't go any lower.
No, some ding dong. I was going to take off these, but these were at some ding dong did this one, and this one's at 5 cents. That was at 10. I just went and got it. That's why it was on that. It was screwy.
Just got a couple more trades on there.
Sweet. Yeah, that's what Phil does all day long. Honestly, it doesn't take a genius to do this. I'm living proof of that. It is so much fun, and so you have all kinds of time during the day. And I wish everybody that traded at Tasty Trade could use Trade Steward the way we do. It's so much fun.
Rob, we forgot the poll.
Oh, Jiminy Christmas. You are 100% right. You and I got talking about other things today.
I know. We've been busy.
Okay, busy.
I love, Rob always has his jokes like, oh yeah, Nick's, he's only like a 3-day-a-week guy. Like, I'm the one, I'm pulling the strings here, Rob.
You're doing all the work. And that's exactly how God intended
it. At 9:15 in the morning now.
I used to tell Maria that I am a thinker, not a doer. So you'll never see me doing anything. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just thinking. She goes, you're just out laying by the pool. You don't do anything. You just let those robots trade all day. I say, hey, scoreboard. I don't know what to tell you.
Sharks saying you got to fire me. You got to put the poll up. We'll get the poll up here.
Poll is up.
Everybody go vote. Make your voices heard. I'll speak to Trading Nomad. We look at various back testing lengths, and we also do a lot of comparison, right? So we want to see if things are trending in the right direction. So we look at shorter time frames. We look at longer time frames. We look at specific days, so up and down days. Is the market up greater than the expected move? How does it look? So we do a lot of different time frames. It just like in Tasty Trading, there's many ways that you can look at a trade. There's no perfect trade. We don't even look for the best performing trade. It's all about building a portfolio because obviously we're all dealing with uncertainty. So we don't know what's going to happen today or tomorrow. But you don't know if a trade that you looked at previously that back tested well is going to be good in the future. You can make an educated guess that would be better than something that hasn't worked, but you want to build a portfolio that also mitigates risk as well. So you want to have your risk, measurable and your reward measurable, and then the occurrences, enough occurrences to play out whatever that metric and whatever that specification is. We look at 2% as a downside, kind of a 2% profit or loss as a net portfolio day to day. That's kind of the deviation, the one standard deviation. Most occurrences are within that framework.
That is correct. And when you step back and say, yep, the poll is in there. When you step back and say, well, you lost 50 grand yesterday. Yeah, we did. But we also made 50 grand. Nobody was in a panic when we won $49,000 in one day. And I get people saying, well, it's over. I see 0DT is over. I don't know about that. If it's over, you can't win consistently. I don't know. This looks pretty consistent. And they say, well, you can't do it forever. I say, well, I've done it for 215 days at 43,000 trades. I don't know what it's going to take before you believe that math makes money. I'm convinced. They had me at 10,000 trades.
Yes.
It is.
It is an occurrence game, though.
It's an occurrence game. And I'm a bit of a smart aleck, so I understand that people would love to see me fail. But it's not me. This is not me. This is just the math.
You have no manual entry. I mean, there are some people that do this, that do manual entry. I don't know how you can scale that to this level.
Very tricky.
I don't think it's possible. But going back to your comments, it is very much a number of occurrence game. Like, this is not something that you can look at very granularly. You have to look at the batch as a whole. You have to have a lot of data points to have this, to be comfortable with it and to have it, run its course.
One of these days, what we should do is do a back test. Just do a back test live. Say, here's a robot that's going to go on. Here's what it's going to back. You want to do one right now? Should we do a chat room back test? You want to do a chat room back test? Let's just do it. Live a little. Everybody wants to see a back test? Somebody.
Yeah.
All right. I'm laughing at the people that you guys are terrible. You guys are absolutely terrible. All right. Bots. Let's see here. Bots.
Shark, they're not made of dollar bills. They're made of $100 bills.
Yikes. Chat. Look at that. It's preset in the chat. We got nothing in the chat. So here's our chat. And you say, well, okay, what is it that this say, boom, how long does it take to do a back test? I don't know. What do you want, Nick? What do you want to go? 6 months, a year?
Yeah, 6 months.
Do 6 months. You got it. 6 months.
And we're doing the chat room one. That's not a fun one.
Sure it is. Let's see what the chat room would have done. It took this running 6 months of trades. Boom. Let's see what it would have done. Would have lost $2,900. My chat is so smart. They don't pick the same one every day. This is if you did the what? Puts? Is this the put side?
Yeah.
No, calls. This is the call side. Look at that. Call side up and down. So that's a lot of data, Rob. That's pretty cool. The daily stats, the performance metrics. But wait, Nick, have you ever seen Ron Popeil? There's more. But wait, there's more. There's the monthly matrix. There's the average P&L. There's the overall drawdown. But wait,
and these are all things you can take all of these and mash them all together. You're not looking at this on a single position. You want to have this, and this is the chat room trade. Why don't you go to one that's a real one?
This is real. But
I know, but
not real enough. But can I finish down all this stuff? Or you done?
Yeah.
Tell you want to see something really cool? I'll show you something really cool. Let's pick one. Somebody pick a trade here. I got to take this out. Boink and oink. All right. So give me some. What do you want? Here's another one.
Yeah, that one. Pick that one.
This one went in the morning. Let's run a back tick. And 6 months will just be the default. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What were the queue workers? What's going on? Took 6 seconds. Wow, that was long. Usually it's 5.3 seconds. So, this one made $40,000.
You went to January of 2023 again.
What?
You got to.
No wonder it took so long. All right, few bots. Jeez, Nick, I thought you said you were going to keep an eye on me, and here you are. What the heck? Jiminy Christmas.
So when you click the run back test, it's set to the beginning of the year. So now you do it. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
To 2023.
So that may be why it took so long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds. That is slow, man. We would have made $6,000 going back 6 months. And there's your stuff. There's your max drawdown, your P&Ls, your slip potential, your streaks, your worst drawdowns, your statistical, your best trading days, worst trading days, VIX volatility. Are you kidding me? Underlying change analysis. That's crazy. Can I get the results on event days? Oh, man. So you want to know what happened on FOMC, FOMC +1, CPI, CPI +1, OPEX, OPEX, OPEX +1, OPEX -1, EOM, EQQ. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The next thing you're going to say is, well, can you tell me what would have happened every single day? Oh, yes, sir, we can. That's crazy. I'll tell you what you can't do. You cannot tell me how it would done on any particular day of the week. There's no way. There's no way you can. Where is that data? Now I'm talking out of my rear end, and I don't have that data in front of me. Where is that rear end? That's not.
I'm going to need to time check you soon.
Time check. All right. I don't have time to show it, but here we go. Where are we? Time check. 3:45 and 32 seconds. Nick, we got to get on the board
here. But let's just okay.
You want to let the poll percolate a bit?
Yeah, I was just going to say, when you go back to the back tick that we were looking at, just to show, this is one of the trades that we're running. I don't know which. This one's probably in the million, just because it's a wider. But when you look at this trade, you might look at this and say, oh, well, your metric is 2% down move, and this one's a max drawdown of 5%. And that's okay, because you're building a portfolio. You're not looking at a singular trade. And so you can change the total risk based on the number of contracts that you're trading. And also, when you incorporate other trades, you'll have other trades that have lower drawdowns. And so it'll all kind of average out together. And so it's very hard, like I did a talk with John with Theta Profits, and he was like, can you give me, like one trade or something? And I was like, to tell you the truth, it doesn't come down to the trade. Like, the trade is not, you don't know whether this trade has been good or bad this week. You can't tell me if this one has been good or bad offhand.
Or will it be, right?
Or will it be? That's another question. But when you look at the portfolio as a whole, this month we're up on the portfolio. And that's not because of one single trade. It's because of the combination, the portfolio that's all put together.
Yeah, no, my dad put George Steinbrenner on the U.S. Olympic Committee, and we got to go to his box quite often. I met with him. I said, oh, Mr. Steinbrenner, what's great here is that you have one of the best players of all time. He said, I'm not interested in having the best player of all time. I said, really? No, I'm not. He said, I'll tell you why. Because a lot of times a player you put on a team, there's bad chemistry, and it makes the rest of the team bad. He said, I want a team that wins the World Series. That's all he was focused on. Didn't care about anything else, just winning the World Series. And he would take whatever players it took. He didn't care who they were or what it costs. He wants the portfolio of players. You see where I'm going with this?
The team.
It's a team. We are not looking week by week. We're not looking for the best trades. We're looking for the best team of trades that work together so they can maximize returns but minimize drawdowns. They have to be able to do both. Yeah. If you just want to put on the most winning trades, sure, you can. You might end up having a 10% drawdown in one day. That's going to be a tough speech with your wife or your husband or whatever. At the end of the day, you lost 10% in one day. And it's going to be a tough thing with your bookie. You don't want to have that conversation. So you want to put on a portfolio. We build a portfolio where we don't look at any particular trade. We look at how this trade interacts with the others. Are they a good team player? That's what we want. We want a good.
How about correlation too, Rob? I mean, if you
correlation, exactly. That's a great way for playing team play. How good of a team player are you? That's called correlation.
Yeah, and we want correlations to be relatively low, right? I mean, you don't want to put, if you put 10 trades on that have a correlation of 0.9, they're all the same trade. And so you have to look at correlations. Does this trade deviate and when we talk about correlations in Tasty World,
I got a time check. Keep talking. Just tell me which one to put on and then keep talking.
Okay, we are doing the put credit spread 57%. Got a lot of votes there.
All right.
But
I'm sorry to
going back
interrupt.
to
Go
the-
ahead. Keep
Going
talking
back
about
to the tasty verse while you put that on.
No, I need-
We always
I
talk
can't-
about
I can't-
having
you-
you
okay.
want to diversify correlation not only by underlying but by strategy. And you can't really do that by underlying with SPX because it's only one underlying. But what you can do is by strategy. So you have some things that are going to trigger at different points.
Put, right?
You know,
Put. Sorry to interrupt again.
we're doing
Put.
the puts.
All right. Sorry. And done. Go.
And so you want to have that diversification. So again, it's hard to say, well, these 5 trades are the best trades, so we're just going to do those because they're the best because they perform the best. They have the highest profit. Well, if they're all the same trade, you probably don't want to do them all.
Correct. We have got Phil coming on now. We put on the randomizer. The randomizer says nobody knows. Nobody.
Can you do tea time in 1 minute?
I can. Time check. We got 4 seconds to go. Why does this keep doing that? All right. So here it's going to say working order up here today. And Sour Simon, my attorney, says, don't ever tell people to copy you. These for entertainment purposes only. It's not financial advice. You can and will lose all your money. Do your own due diligence, blah, 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 blah. Simple Sour Simon, just like my sour iced tea. And we are now in the market on close minute where billions of dollars are about ready to be disclosed. They were disclosed 28 seconds ago. And Phil is going to come on here right around 3:51 with the randomizer put on. And the randomizer this week is set at seconds, which is a secret. We really dance a fine line here between telling people all the secrets and keeping the secrets to the Math Makes Money trading team. We got 2 new people today for Math Makes Money trading team. That's pretty cool. They qualified. We got 2 people that did not qualify, and that's fine. But it's not that easy to get in. Here we go. So Phil should be coming on any second now. Sometimes I think to myself, I sure hope Phil comes in here on this show live, or it's going to be kind of boring. Come on, Phil. 11 seconds in. I know you can do it. I know he's out there somewhere. He's thinking.
You got a 5-minute chart. You change that to 1 minute.
I got a 5-minute.
Oh, damn.
There it is. There's Phil. Oh, man, and you'd think that I would know how to do this, and you would be sorely mistaken, my friends. All right, let's see where we are. What'd Phil get? Did anybody see?
395. He's at the 77.25. So he's selling that a little bit in the money because volatility is very, very low. You have VIX futures at 1665. The VIX itself at 1450. It's the low of the session, just off the low.
We want to be above that line for you of you playing at home. We want to be above that line to win the big money, to take home to all the. Whoa, hello. No. Where did my line go?
Oh, I think you didn't put it in there. I think. Oh, there you go. There you go. Put it at 25. Yeah, there you go. Up. Whoop, right where it is. Oh,
boom. Holy moly guacamole. There we go. Can we please stop the market right now? Where's the button? I need a red button that says, okay, that's it. I'm good.
Right here. Stop right here. Stop
right here. Should we look yet? You want to drive Tyler nuts? We look at the live account. He'll go crazy. He will go crazy.
You can't. You were just about a scratch. I didn't want to say anything.
No way. We were down 30 grand. No, come on. You're messing with me.
No,
it's not nice to mess with old people. That's
I know.
That's very bad.
You're not too bad though, Rob. You're
pretty
quick. You're witty too.
Yeah, thank you. My mother said I was special. That's why that short bus came and picked me up. All right, let's get some money here. Let's make some money. Come on, man. I would love this. I would love this to turn this day green. That would be crazy. And you know what? Chat might put me over the limit. You guys want to see? We got time for a PowerPoint to see. The chat is. What was that?
Yeah, you're getting stopped.
To the upside. Yep, getting stopped to the upside. So it's not all. It's not all clover here. It's not all clover. You want look at that. Listen to him. He's dying a thousand deaths.
Swing. I don't want to tell you that swing. That was no bueno.
No bueno. That big money, honey. You know what? Everybody's got. Not you can't be the only one. So we lost 10 grand. Is that what you're telling me? We lost 10 grand in 1 minute.
Yeah,
that happens. You know what? If you can't stomach a loss of 50 grand, you can't get the wins of 50 grand. That's what it comes down to. It does not bother me. If it's over 50 grand, it bothers me. 94,000 that one day still kind of gets under my craw. But I understand 10 grand. It's not over yet, my friends. It's not over yet. And I think if you look at it down here, what we got now opened 4,900, we could come back 5 grand. The best we're going to do, it looks like, is about down 6 grand, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see. I think if I'm reading that correctly, that's where we'll be. Yes. So it's not going to be a winning day, but that's okay. Let's just see. Hey, you never know. Day's not over. Stranger things have happened. Let's see
Yeah,
what's
but if
happening
the
here.
chat wins, then Barbie wins.
If the
and
chat
that's a
wins,
good
Barbie
thing.
wins. That's right. I'm surprised Barbie didn't. I think she's down here somewhere. I don't know where she is. So this thing, we need this. What are we doing here with these trades that we're getting punched out on? We only got 4 here.
Yeah,
So
the 77.20.
So we would love it to keep going up and keep this crazy. We want 77.25 is the number, right? Is that the number we're on?
Yeah,
so if
you're
it comes back
you
down,
want it to come down a little bit, right at the chat trade.
Look at that.
Perfect.
2 standard deviations is just a smidge over that 2 standard. That's late in the day stuff right there.
Yeah.
That is late in the day stuff. All right, so let's go back to our good old chart. We'll see where it is. Chart. And this is, now I'm back on a 1 minute. This thing just keeps on climbing. That's going to hurt if it goes up. But, come on down. So, all right. So you know what? I'm going to have a little more iced tea. Come on back. We want to be right in this neighborhood would be fine.
Yes.
Right. Pin 77.25 would be great.
That's a big sip.
Oh yeah, it is. Well, let's see where we are here, huh? This is the old-fashioned way to look at it. If you don't have our system, you can see it this way. 13,000, we're down. But here you can see. Look at this. The $30,000 account's up $170. My air conditioning man's going to be calling me. He sent me a bunch of cookies the other day, chocolate chip and then white macadamia chocolate. None of those will be available to you when you arrive here tomorrow. I can assure you of that.
I like a white chocolate chip.
I do too.
Like
I do too.
Nice.
Macadamia nuts. I know my friends in Hawaii love them. I love them too, but it's hard for. I like almonds with apple cider vinegar. No, what's it called? Vinegar, salt and vinegar. Salt and vinegar. That's what I get. There's a NVIDIA. You know who that is? She's closing out some NVIDIA.
Good for her.
Did she tell us today that she sold some calls? Is that what she did?
She said she sold some calls against her long stock.
No
I don't
kidding.
hate that idea. I mean, the stock's at highs. Why not?
Why not? So now we're down 12.5. Come on, we want this bad boy to finish up. Time check.
PT,
We
I don't know if I can
minutes.
support you here.
What's that?
PT doesn't like the white chocolate call from us. It's okay.
What? Really? Oh, you got to be kidding me. White chocolate is not horrible. White chocolate, by the way, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. And I loved his interview. He got
Jason Williams.
Jason Williams changed teams. They interviewed him and he said, "What are your goals here?" He said, "I am going to turn this team around 360 degrees." And I thought, that is genius there. He's going to turn that team around 360. That would be right back where you.
Yeah, right back where you started.
Okay.
The full rotation.
Jason Williams, I'm going to turn this team around 360 degrees. But having said that, the guy could pass. I got to tell you. The guy could definitely pass. The guy could definitely pass.
Yes, Griffin, not moving to Florida.
Well, Nick is not aware of the law. He's not aware of the law in Illinois that they did pass a new law in Illinois. I don't know if you're aware of this, Nick. Once you turn 65, you must move to Florida. That is a mandatory rule. That is a mandatory rule. And if you're from New York, I'm telling you, they're here. Half of the cars here have New York's license plate. We call them tags. You call them tags.
A license plate. Yeah,
I call them
tags,
license plate.
Yeah, sure.
But they all have Yankees. Even all the cars got Yankee stickers on them.
Yes,
I got to tell you that Yankees franchise is really something. It's a trading show. Scalp some MMQs, Funky Dub Daddy. If I scalped anything, Tyler would absolutely myrtleize me. Absolutely. He hates it when, let's see, you want to wake Tyler up? I know he's out. He's always quiet, but he's out there. Hey, Tyler, I'm going to scalp some MQs, see what he says. You got a little time delay. He'll come in there. He does not like that. If he saw me doing that, he would have a fit. Let's see where we are now. Down 13,000.
Got the NASDAQ up 400 here, really rallying into the close.
400, of course. That's all right. I got punched out of my, if you want to.
Punched out in a good way.
In a good way. You want to see my M and Qs. I mean, you want to see my positions. It is boring, right? If it wasn't for Nick's hedge that we keep losing on, I wouldn't have nothing.
Hey, it was a scratch the other day when you got the other Ivans on, and you didn't use any buying power to put them on. So it's okay.
You know what's so funny is though, I still got 64 days.
Yeah.
So I'm getting hedge protection all the time, and I did do a 4-lot once rather than a 1-lot. So I picked up $4,000 there. That it more than paid for it. It more than paid. It's fine. I got no complaints with that. More than paid with it. Whatsoever. Let's see where we are in the SPX. Boom. Let's see. Got to get to the zeros. It's so much quicker just to look at trade steward. Let's see where we are. Look at this. Ooh, 480. Yeah, what is that? 420. It's bouncing around. This thing needs. Now, this is where our staggered algo. Our staggered algo ain't going to take that. Yeah. Oh, come back down. No. That's. I can't believe that's not punching out. Oh, it's close. It's close. If it comes down just a smidge, we'll get home. Time check. Time check. We got 40 seconds, 41 seconds to go. 40 seconds now. Come on, baby. Come on, watching
have
this.
it tick down a little bit. Come on.
Just a down tick. That's all we need. Just a little down tick. Come on down. Come on down to 73.30, 73.31, 73.16, 70. Time check. 25 seconds to go. Will this show never end? 5 seconds, 25 seconds to go, 20 seconds to go, 19 seconds to go. There's a move to the downside. 17 seconds to go. Come on. 15 seconds to go. You want to see where we are? Here's where we are. Down 13,000. Come on back. Oh, there it is to the downside. 9 seconds to go. 8 seconds to go. Here we go. Who wants to watch it on the chart? I do. Here it is on the chart. Wow. Come on. Oh, there it is. No. Don't go back up. Oh, mercy. Where'd we end up? 73.30, 78. Holy moly, guacamole. Where'd we end up here? Down 13,488. Not too bad. Did you tell me we were really break even? We were.
Look at right at 350. You were down.
Wow.
Down $154.
Down $154. Well, it could have gone the other way. That's okay. Look at this. My AC guy. He got his money's worth out of his cookies today, didn't he? He got his cookies back. Those were good. And those cookies were from Chicago. I stupidly thought that Nick Battista had sent me something because it said Taste of Chicago on the outside. And we opened it up and Maria looked at me and said, should have known better.
There might be something coming. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. I know. You're coming tomorrow. I can't wait. I tell you what, the house has never been cleaner. I tell you that.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah. So we can't wait for you to pay for these expensive dinners. We are looking forward to that. I'm not going to eat tonight just to save up. All right. So here we go. The show chart. Which chart? Porsche. That's Tyler. I told you come in there. Tyler, you want to scalp? So listen, you hear him screaming from here. Watch this.
No. Don't go scalp anything, mister.
I have too much fun. You'll drive him nuts. Let's see what we got here. Scalp, MES, doink. Let's see what we got here. Oh, and now we're in here. Boy, there it is. And we'll scalp it right there.
All right. So you're gonna get a couple bucks back, I think, on your SPX.
Is that right? Let's take a look. All kidding aside, let's take a look at the old trader.
You don't need to burn a couple $100 here goofing around in MES in the after hours session. You do have a couple of earnings after the close today. You got Marvell, Iron. Marvell comes out 5 minutes after the close, probably the most interesting of the group here.
What do we got here? Anything of interest? It looks, where you said, where'd all my trades go? Because it's MES, that's why. All right, so let's see. Why does it default to 300 days? Who designed this thing?
So those are going to settle. So you got SPX settling at 77.30, which means you're going to make about $100 back on those four. Which is nice.
Somebody asked me how you calculated that so quick. How you figure how you figure the 100?
You just look at the strike. So the strike's at 77.25. We settled at 77.30.79. So it's $5.79 over your strike, which is what the cash settlement will be.
Yep.
It might tick another penny or two in the next, couple minutes here, but let's just say that's the number. The spread is the option is marked at $6 at 680. So it's marked at a mid price of 640. And we just said it was going to settle at 579. So you're going to make, 70 or 80 bucks back.
Times four.
Yeah,
I got 4 lot. So that's
so make $200 or $300 back there.
A nice piece of cheese. I'll take it.
A little something.
I will take it. So we get down 13,000. That puts us up about 80 grand for the month.
Yes.
I think weren't we up 93?
You got 2 more days. You got 2 more days to get that back to 100 or take the keys away from you.
I would like to get it back up to 150. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. And you know what? I can tell you how good of a chance do I have? 53%. 53.47. That's my chances. 53.47. I wish I'm going to go out on a PowerPoint. I wish you had a PowerPoint that said, what are the chances that you're going to finish in the good 56% this month? We're actually doing pretty good. Hey, look, we're up 104 this month.
Well, you got to take out the 13 you just lost.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not 80.
Yeah.
It's 90.
Well,
91.
you were just looking at the one account. You didn't
Oh,
have
okay.
all the other counts in there.
Or is that 90? Was that the day? That's the grand total. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
And I think that includes our Crazy Ivans too, right? Or no?
No. You know what? I don't think so, because this is just the zero DTEs.
Hey, shark. It's part of the game here, as Rob has said. You
What's
know,
that?
the third, you get $280 back. That's okay. That's nice. It's
I'll
still
take-
a losing day.
It's a losing day, but I'll take it. I'll go for it. Okay. So yeah, here's where it is. No, you're right. It is Phil and Crazy Ivan. You're absolutely right. Phil and Crazy Ivan. Good for you. And so Phil alone, there's that 93. Look at the big brain on Nick. Oh, he loves being right. But you know what? If you look at it, you got 4 months over 100 grand, right? It would be nice to get this bad boy over 100. That would be,
Yes.
That's our goal. Well, we got 2 days. You
You got 2 more days. That's what I was saying.
It's not
You got 2
over
more
till it's
days.
over. It's not over till it's over. We can't count the chickens yet, right? But let's suppose that I was a card player and I said, well, how's it been going this week? All right, let's look it over. 7 days. We're due. I mean, we are due, baby.
Oh no, that's the gambler's fallacy, Rob.
No, there's no such thing. The trend is your friend, right? Those are 2 countervailing arguments, and you hear them all the time in gambling. Oh, the trend is your friend. Okay, the trend is not your friend. Well, we're due. No, you're actually not due. You're not due. It's like saying, oh, when I flip the coin, I love people that say, oh, you can predict what's going to happen with a coin flip. I say, okay, well, let me do this. I go outside, my kids go outside and they flip the coin 10 times and it comes up all heads because it's 30 below 0. And they come inside and they say, oh, I figured it out. If it's 30 below 0, it always comes up heads. No, it's coincidence. It happens. They're not correlated. Those 2 things are not correlated. Just because it came up 10 times in a row, 30 below 0, does not mean that the 30 below 0 affects the flipping of the coin. And that's why you have to have a statistical relevant number of flips, which is about 400.
I like kind of how Kyle's going here. I think we should start measuring P&L on seafood towers.
What is the official
100 grand is 1,200 seafood towers, 1,234 seafood towers.
What is the official? You see his pictures in front of Bad Coffee.
That's great.
What is the official Kyle-based price of a seafood tower?
Well, I could put that in. I mean, it seems like it's going to be like around $80, right?
$80 for now. What kind of tower is that? That seems like a pretty reasonable price for a seafood tower.
That's what I'm saying. Let's see.
At Bonefish, there we go.
By 1234 is $81.
$81. That's not too bad.
Yeah, that's pretty. I was actually
is that for 1. That's for 2, probably.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I was thinking, when I was seeing that number, I was like, wow, 100 grand only buys you 1,200 seafood towers. That seems crazy.
How hungry are you?
I don't know. Seafood tower, those things can get expensive. You get the lobster and the crab claws on there, and then you get into like you're
that's
over 100, no problem.
That's big money.
Yeah,
that's big money. I don't want to get down the rabbit hole of food because that's going to take forever.
That's true.
So let's get out of here, Nick. We're going to say goodbye, Maria. Maria's at 3:45 tomorrow. She will be telling you all about the 3:15. She's going to be early. 3:15 tomorrow. I can't wait to see her there. I said that wrong just to see if you were listening. 3:15 for you,
and you get Rob. You get Rob by himself tomorrow. Sadly.
What? No, I got Maria.
Oh, Maria's going to come on in the morning too.
No, not a chance. No, not a chance. You won't call in from the phone, from the airplane?
I don't think so. I don't know if I want to disturb all the passengers.
Okay.
All
right, that's fine.
Hey, I've given you 4 days, Rob. That's all I can give you.
That's 4 days a week, just like clockwork, baby. Just like clockwork. Nick says clock starts at 10, just like me. Wait, what? No, it goes all the way to 12.
And who approved my day off? That's right. That's right.
Who approved my day off? Nick's he's the owner. He's the part owner here. We're partners, so he gets to do whatever he wants, much to my chagrin. You wait till I get tired. That hasn't happened yet. All right, we got to get out of here, Nick. We're losing.
Right.
We're
going to say goodbye, Maria. Goodbye,
Maria. We'll see you at 9:15 tomorrow morning. 9:15. Help me out.